Hi, and welcome back to PR Tech Talk. This video is actually a response to a question I got from one of your viewers in my latest video, where I showed how to install the suite that is needed for making STM32 Cube development on a Mac in Visual Studio Code. And what I did then was I programmed the microcontroller board, my nuclear board, using the debug interface. However, I got to a question, how do you do if you don't want to use debug? You just want to download the code from the Visual Studio Code directly to the microcontroller. And because that is very easy to do in Visual Studio, in STM32 Cube IDE. So I thought that we should take it through the steps needed to do this. So you have your Visual Studio Code here, and we can just minimize that for now. And we go to the ST's website, and you need to log in. If you don't have a profile, you must create one, and that is free of charge, but you need to be logged in. So I have, it says here, hi Peter, because my name is Peter. And then you search just for STM32 CubeProg, and you will find this page. And then you scroll down to this section. It says Get Software. And here you have all the different platforms that you can run from. And in my case, I'm running from a Mac, and I'm running from an Intel-based Mac. So I will just get the latest STM32 CubeProgrammer, and I will click that one. I accept the terms and conditions. And it ends up in my download folder. So when the download is done, this is Swedish, so you can learn Swedish as well, and it's a download folder, collected files or something like that. But anyhow, that is where you will find the downloaded folder, and that is the zip file, so we need to double click on that one to unpack it. So now we have the unpacked version there, and we double click on that one as well. And we agree that it should be safe to install. And we need to hit that I accept. So when that is done, we can just remove these files because it's just hogging space to no purpose. So we close those, and we close the collected files, and we can also close the ST site. And then we can open our Visual Studio Code again. Great, so now we're back here in the Visual Studio Code, and my project was the Visual Studio Code Blinky 1. So I just open this Explorer, and there are several folders here, but the folder that you are going to look for is the .VSCode. So you open the .VSCode, and here you can see that I have 4 files. I think that in your application you might have 3, and that is these 3. I don't think that you have this tasks.json yet, but you need to create that one. So you go up here and you right click on that one, and you said we want to create a new file. And then you will need to then enter the tasks.json, and the file will be created for you. You just then double click on the tasks.json, and you will then paste in this information and credit to ST's Thomas team that was helping me getting this script ready. What it says here, it's a label, first of all. So when it's a name for this task. So it's the Flash STM32 CubeProgrammer. And so that is where we can find it in. I will show you later on where we will find that. The two things that you need to be very particular with is this command file. This is how it was installed in my application. It might be different from you, but it could be also the same. I had a small pitfall there. It said Mac OS with a capital S, and that crashed. So you need to be really thorough where this STM32 Programmer.cli is residing in your installation. But you can take this as a template, and I think that that will be working fine. However, this next step, the workspace, is that we want to tell STM32 CubeProgrammer what to program, and this is the file that we would like to download into the microcontroller in my application. And that file you will find if you expand this folder here called build debug there, and you will find you have an ELF file there. It is a different name depending on what you call your program. And if you don't have an ELF file there, that is the reason because you haven't built the project yet. So just build it, and then you will have an ELF file for you created. And that file, you also need to know the full path. What I missed in my script was I created in the debug folder. So that was missing, and of course, if that is missing, it won't find the Visual Studio Code Blinky1 ELF. So be very thorough so you get this folder, this directory correct. Otherwise, there shouldn't be any issues. It should be more or less the same. So take, if there is any problem, Command and this one. Make sure they are correct. When they're done, we can just close them and save if you get that question, and we can now then also do like this. On a Mac, we run Command Shift P, and we will get this task up here. And then you run search for tasks, run task. I have it top here because I run it once before, so then it's on the recently used and it's on the top. If you haven't run the run task before, you won't have that on top. You will have it lower down, so you need to search for it. But you will have this run task. Just click on that. And then it asks us, what task do you want to run? Here we have this flash STM32 CubeProgrammer as the label, as I mentioned before. So we will just click that. And before you do that, you need to have your board connected. Otherwise, you will have issues. And down here we can see, if I enlarge this one, that the STM32 CubeProgrammer started. So it was found, and it identified my nuclear board. That is correct. And it also opened the file, the Blinky1 ELF, so it found that one as well. So if you don't have those, then there might be a problem with the path, and just make sure that they are correct, then it's fine. So that is how you do it. Hope you liked this small video. Give me a thumbs up, and if you had any issues, let me know in the comment below. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider to do so. It's free of charge and I really appreciate it. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Bye.